Hello, dear Libra, and thank you for joining me here. This is Kathy from Divine Debut. We are looking at February, general and love. We'll be doing a quick reading and we'll be extending on love, as February is a month of love with Valentine's Day. Okay, let's see what's going on for Libra, dear Spirit. February, all planets now in direct motion. Let's see what's going on generally speaking. Thank you, Archangels, for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and North Node in Libra. If you are familiar with your placements, you can check out the other placements. For instance, if you've got your Venus, your natal Venus, in another sign, check that sign out for love and money. That's just an example. So Libra, dear Spirit, in the month of February of 2023. Thank you, Libra. General and love. What's going on, dear Libra? We'll be expanding on love with using these and some extra cards as well. A love oracle that I've been using recently. Let's see what's going on, Libra. We have the star in the now position. Aquarius is very important. Anything to do with social media, friendships. This is a card of hope and a card of healing, possibly something promised. It is the Aquarius season still, as the sun is still transiting through Aquarius. So that'll be interesting, as obviously there's been a new moon in Aquarius. So the Aquarius season may be very important for you in relation to friendships, people that you socialize with, people that you connect with. What's on your mind? We've got the Page of Pentacles. So it's like there's some sort of study or something that you're looking at pertaining to long term. It could be money, it could be a project, could be anything really. Could be anything connected to a home as well. Children, remember the pages are messengers. So what's on your mind and crowning you is something that you're hoping to make grow. Where are you coming from? The Seven of Cups, which can speak to confusion or many possibilities. Seven of Cups is very clouded. It is Piscean energy. And sevens are never easy. There's conflict into choices. We know the star is something that could be talking to a timely distance, something physically at a distance. But the star also speaks to potential progression towards goals. Something that could be far-fetched, far-reaching. And the star can also speak to stardom or recognition, right? Recent past, we've got the Five of Wands, so some sort of conflict, a group effort, connecting with others, but lots of changes happening as we know in the Five of Wands, which does speak to what we put our energy towards. It's as though you're at odds with a group of people that you socialize with, that you do business with, possibly, or it does speak to striving to put in the effort, and it's very promising where changes are concerned. A possible group effort, possibly there's confusion and not being on the same page. And again, I'm going to say it could be connected to a sense of prosperity, something that is real. Page of Pentacles, right? Something that could be you could be realizing in the future. What is the possible outcome? We have the Seven of Wands. We go from the 5 to the 7, which says that maybe the Aquarius season puts you in a position of being at the top of your game, whatever this is that you're trying to work towards and manifest. You've got a couple of sevens, so I suppose the 7th of February could be an important time. we go from the 5 to the 7, so we don't see the 6 of Wands here. The Aquarius season could be promising that you will have some recognition here, and you will be put in a position of power here. Even though there's a lot against, a lot of situations that could be, we see the 6 of Wands here. The Spirit is saying whatever you're working on, whatever you're trying to manifest, whatever you desire, you can make this happen. But you need to believe, right? With a star, maybe, and I get the sense that if you are doing something within a group, because the star does speak to the group effort, right? It's people, it's a group of people. It's not the 6 of Wands, which would be more I'm creating on my own. This is what I desire, and you know, the 6 of Wands can speak to a little bit of ego. This is more about connecting within a group. Even though there's conflicts, there's a lot promised here. We've got the Knight of Cups here. Knight of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Knight of Cups could be a creative offer, but also an emotional offer. Knight of Cups is not very certain many times about moving forward, bringing this offer to pass. The High Priestess speaks to secrecy or not being very truthful, or possibly someone following their intuition. High Priestess could many times be a third party, right? And we've got the Hermit, so we've got Virgo, Pisces here. Virgo, of course, is all about the details. We see guidance here, possibly someone looking for the light, as there's secrecy here. With the High Priestess, someone needs to follow their intuition. The Hermit could be someone that's very knowledgeable. Guidance through spirit. Someone could be following their intuition pertaining to this offer of love or the ability to create something. Right. Let's see what the wisdom of the Oracle advises for Libra, please, Spirit, Libra. And remember that Virgo can be all about work, putting in the effort, discerning, possibly having the ability to find details that have been hidden. Some of you could also be conflicted about a relationship here. And you're looking for guidance there. Some of you could also be looking at past messages. And we have why. See, you're looking for the answers here, looking for guidance as to why there's been conflict, you have not succeeded, maybe someone hasn't been communicating. Some of you are waiting on a message. The Y card says that possibly your messages, I mean, we see the book here. We see the book and we see the angel wings here. So messages could be just coming through when you least expect them with the Y card. Let's see what else is going on. For Libra, please, Spirit, in the month of February. We've got a pathway that's opening here. It's very scorpionic, this card. Very much about possible endings and a new path opening. We've got a mature woman, which is very much the Venusian empress qualities, but also there's maturity here. Now, some of you, yes, could be this mature woman, or what I get is that the path will open up to possible peace, tranquility, love, abundance. And this is a very positive card. It's like something that, it's like you're starting something and the foundations are being put down. Now, the house can also speak to some sort of a contract. possible second chances. This could also be the mature woman we know as the Empress. She needs to be patient as well. This number 20 in the house is very much the Judgment card in the tarot, so it speaks to possible second chances, some sort of a resurrection, resurrecting one's life, having been patient for that nurturing, that love, or that abundance, where we see the foundations. I do see the house very similar to the Four of Wands. It is a very positive card, but it can speak to building on something, some sort of a contract, an offer that maybe the groundwork is being put in with the effort. Remember that there, towards the end of the month, you've got the higher ground, even though there are blockages and there are things that you're needing to stand firmly and stand strongly, that you're working towards, that you desire. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. And we've got great fortune, which does speak to the wheel of fortune. Now, it can speak to, fate, possible endings, some truths coming in. Great fortune does speak to emotional abundance and possibly physical abundance as well. Let's take another layer here. Let's put the Knight of Cups down. Why do we have the Star card here, dear Spirit? We've got the Magician. The Magician is an ace, obviously. It is Mercury, so it speaks to Gemini, Virgo. I don't know if someone's needing to make a decision. This could speak to business. We know that the stars align. The stars promise a lot here. It is an ace that you've got up your sleeve. So something maybe that you've been wishing on, maybe with the alignment of the stars, the help from Spirit, and the great fortune. What's beneath that? We've got Courthouse. So this can have to do with business, anything to do with legalities, contracts. I don't know if this could speak to possible divorce for some of you, because the Courthouse speaks to legalities, and of course this would be your energy, dear Libra. And we know Libra is all about balance and peace. You are ruled by Venus. Venus in the month of February is transiting through Pisces. So Pisces does speak to unconditional love, possibly some sort of karma that you're dealing with, some cycle that's ending, and maybe there's possible endings before a new cycle begins. Venus she's quite comfortable in the sign of Pisces. And Pisces speaks to unconditional love, empathy, and Pisces can also speak to secret love affairs. So let's see. The Magician can speak to communication. Remember, it is the messenger. It's Hermes. So again, decisions, anything to do with business, possibly with siblings or your relatives. Let's see what this Seven of Cups, because this speaks to confusion here. We've got like clarity and truth in the now position. So generally in the month of February, which will put you in a position of strength here. Let's look at this Seven of Cups. We've got the King of Swords, Aquarius, could be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Again, legalities, legal situations, wanting to clear the air about some sort of confusion. There's been conflict. Why do we have the Five of Wands? We know the King of Swords is not someone who shows their true emotions. He's more about factual matters, things that are true. Now, King of Swords can be quite sobering, quite cold, right? Maybe there has been some deception from the past that was cleared, which has put you in a position of conflict or being at odds with what you're hoping to build on, what you desire. Three of Wands could speak to someone turning their back on a situation here. It's like, I don't know why I get like sort of being in a position of giving up. I mean, we know that the Three of Wands does speak to, and three is the Empress. Three of Wands is like waiting for your ships to come in. And I do feel here that this card did hold a fair bit of promise. So I don't know if you're actually possibly also dealing with someone that could be physically at a distance to you. We do see a lot of fire here. Quite a few wands, which does speak to desire, passion, and my dear Libra, we know Mars has moved direct now. He's just starting to pick up pace. So where there's been frustration, the inability to move forward, decide on a particular situation. Maybe there's been a decision now, or you could have some form of clarity. I mean, we've got 5 and 3 is 8 wands, which again speaks to those wands of desire, the inability to move, because we see that we've got the 5 of wands and then the 3, wanting to move, wanting change, wanting to travel, take a trip possibly, but Spirit has been saying you're needing to wait. And that's the conflict here. Unless you're dealing with a fire sign, fire signs are all about getting action, taking action, doing things, and not holding back and sitting and doing nothing. Nevertheless, Spirit is saying here, whatever it is, keep working on it, because we do go from the 5 to the 7. What is this Page of Pentacles about? It's about abundance. It's about security. 10 of Pentacles does speak to family, but also remember it is sort of an ending as well, because 10s are restarts. It's the 9 of Pentacles, which is an ending. 10 of Pentacles speaks to the Ace, which the Page holds here. So anything to do with money, abundance, family and children. Some of you are hoping to make this pentacle grow to give you a sense of security and abundance. This could also be connected again to marriage. 10 of Pentacles can speak to support, financial support, support through marriage, through extended family. Let's see what this Knight of Cups speaks to, as it's the general energy. Wow, stuck energies with the Devil. It's like karma, something karmic is playing out here. Feeling stuck, Capricorn, Saturn, the Lord of Karma and Timing. There's also possibly toxicity or responsibility. I did speak about possibly building on a new foundation, a new story here. This could be a new relationship, a contract, a business, anything. And the Devil also speaks to possible love affairs. And that's why we've got the Knight of Cups, because this Knight of Cups could also be someone who is in another family unit. And that's why they're not able to move forward. They've got responsibility, they've got attachments. And this could also possibly speak to unhealthy attachments, because we've got Pisces card here, someone who either drinks or binges or does something to relieve, I don't know, I get self-worth issues here. Sort of like being in a vicious cycle. And this is possibly also a cycle that is needing to end. With the Great Fortune, remember I said a possible ending, something coming through that could be all about truth, justice, any attachments, possibly with the law. Spirit is saying here with this, the Seven of Wands, you've got the higher ground, keep working on it. You will have your answers as well. Remember this this card, and we do see the book as well, and the book does remind me of not having the answers, right? Someone that is a closed up book that cannot emotionally be open about their hardships, about their inability to move forward, about unhealthy connections. Let's see what the Seven of Wands, oh my goodness, I mean, right on, dear Spirit. Thank you so much for that. We were just talking about possible legalities, possible divorce, an ending of a cycle. The Wheel of Fortune is abundance. It's positivity. It's help coming through from Spirit. It is Jupiter. Now also, I don't know if you're dealing with a foreigner, someone who could be at a physical distance to you. The Wheel of Fate turns, and it speaks to divine timing, that you will have the ability, through patience, this new path opens up for you. And we've got the Knight of Pentacles, slow and strategic. Earth is all about being grounded. Virgo energy again, and we did see the Hermit and the High Priestess, having the guidance on how to move forward, how to put your effort in, how to discern and have the ability to read between the lines where there's been confusion, deception, third parties. Slow and steady wins the race. We've got the Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles here. It can also be something to do with the past. The Knight of Pentacles, Knights are all about action. He's facing the past. And there's the Six of Wands, which we spoke to. Possible ego, possible recognition now, which puts you in a higher position with the help of Sagittarius and the Wheel of Fate here. And we know that the devil, even though it's difficult energies, and it can speak to timing, Saturn can bring great rewards for you when you've put in the effort, when you kept fighting and working towards, is it a business? Is it a, what you're hoping to manifest in your future? We know that Jupiter can also speak to a separation, segregation. It could speak to coupling up, partnering up, but also separation. But I do feel with a great fortune here, the wheel turns in your favor, right? And you are the magician. You've got the ability to have the truth. You will have the ability to shine. As the magician says, the stars align for you and you're given all the tools. Okay? So very positive indeed. Very positive. I want to just quickly read the Y card. Number 31. Motives are driving intention, the power of knowing the why. There is great power in understanding your motives right now. The oracle asks you to be very clear about why you're asking this question, looking for this answer, behaving in this way, and most important, making this choice. Knowing your why is the key to fulfillment. When you are clear about it, your intention will then be a magnet for miracles. Motives define the nature of your experience. When you think about something, feel it, and then act on it. This invisible why is the life force energy within the seed, which brings it to life and holds the potential for growth. So, lovely message, dear Libra. I'm wishing you well for the month of February. As I said, I'm extending on love. There is a lot promised here. So I'm wishing you all the best. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. All the best, and we'll talk soon. Namaste. Hello, hello, dear Scorpio, and thank you for joining me here. This is Kathy from Divine Debut. Let's look at your February general and love reading and see what's coming up, as it is a very important month for love, and we'll be extending this reading where love is concerned. You can get the links beneath this video if this resonates with you, that is. Now, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and North Node in Scorpio. Those of you that are familiar with your placements, you can check out your other placements for more information. I hope that you're all doing well, dear Scorpio. Let's see what the advice is from Spirit. Thank you, dear Archangels. Archangel Michael, your guidance is very much appreciated for Scorpio in February of 2023. What's going on for Scorpio? Scorpio, please, Spirit. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and North Node. What's going on for Scorpio? Scorpio, generally and in love for February, or I suppose whenever you get to see this message. Eight of Cups. Oh, there's something emotionally that you're checking out from. What's on your mind? The Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is an ending. It is the wheel of fate turning. Can speak to justice, can speak to possible divorce, truth. It is divine timing. It is also about dealing with foreigners. Jupiter, of course, brings us wisdom. And of course, Sagittarius is very prominent here. So, Wheel of Fortune. Where are you coming from? The Lovers. So we've got Gemini, Sagittarius. Interesting. Gemini and Sagittarius. Okay. Gemini, the Lovers. Head over heart decision. A blessed union. A decision between two different people, or where your heart and your head is concerned. Recent past for Scorpio, Three of Cups. Three of Cups. Interesting that we've got the Three of Cups and then the Eight of Cups. This would speak to a third-party situation for me. Unless there has been some sort of a reconciliation in the past with a very important love connection, which could be at a physical distance. Some of you could be possibly, if you've made a choice where love is concerned, or even business. I mean, the Lovers can also be a choice between head of a heart decision choice concerning business. We see that emotionally you're ready to go on a new journey. You're leaving behind these Eight of Cups, something that did not fulfill you. Now, this could be a literal journey and not only an emotional journey, right? What's the possible outcome for Scorpio, please, Spirit? We've got the Six of Cups. So you're going towards a soulmate connection. It's as though you're re-looking, you're nostalgic about the past, and it's as though you're trusting in the guidance. We see a lot of water here, so you may be dealing with another water sign, but you are water now. You have been dealing with a lot of karmic situations, Scorpio. So you're going through, more than likely, a karmic purge. You're getting uncomfortable and following self-worth, following relationships and partnerships that are of more value to you. Right? What's at the bottom of the deck? We've got the Hanging Man. The Hanging Man, Pisces. Pisces comes up very strongly, but also the Hanging Man is like surrender. No more pushing. You're looking at things from a different perspective, where you've sacrificed and given a lot. I see it's cost you financially, very much so, and emotionally, whatever you've been hung up on. And I feel as though you're hung up on a love connection here that brought you much happiness in the past, but it may have been a third-party love affair. And you could also be physically at a distance. What's the Hanging Man? The Hanged Man it's Pisces, the last sign of the zodiac. So some sort of an ending here, obviously. Maybe you're dealing with karma. King of Cups, this is you. This is you. You're ready to sacrifice. You're ready to do whatever it takes for a soulmate connection. You're ready to give your heart. Your heart is on a platter here. You're ready to sacrifice and work towards. And you're just releasing fears probably here too. What's beneath the King of Cups? We've got the Magician. Magician gives you all the ability, the prospects to end. It's as though you've made a decision here. We've got Gemini, Virgo. The Magician is the stars aligning. You have all the tools, everything that it takes to be able to offer this cup and sacrifice and end a karmic cycle that's ending in your life. Obviously here with the Wheel of Fortune, it speaks to divine timing, and you're emotionally ending the month on a note of balance, equality, emotionally feeling balanced. Now, I'm also wondering, because we know that the Six of Cups can also speak to children. Some of you may be feeling blocked and wondering what's going to happen. Those of you that have been in some sort of a commitment and you've got children, maybe, the Six of Cups does speak to trust. So we've got the 3, the 8, and the 6. 3, 8, and 6. And we've got very strong, mutable energies. Lots of changes coming up for you. Lots of changes. So let's see what the wisdom of the Oracle holds for you. For Scorpio in the month of February, dear Spirit. We know the Magician can speak to trickery. Yes, it can speak to communication. But it can also speak to that ace that you've got up your sleeve. So, gift of the gab, intelligence. You're looking at situations in a logical way. I feel that there is a major ending here for you. You're emotionally checked out and you're envisioning your future, let's say, moving forward as a much more trusting connection, whether this is partnership or this is family, whatever relationship this is concerning. And we've got loyal heart, so we do speak to loyalty here. We do see the couple here, right? So this could also be a battle, an internal battle for you, concerning where your loyalties lie. Is it within your children? Is it within your happiness? Is it your obligations to others? We see with the Hanging Man, there's been a lot of sacrifice, but there is an ending here. There is a changing of the guards. Fated changes are playing out here. Okay, so possibly also a challenge for you is loyalty. Maybe that's what's kept you stuck, let's say. We will take more cards, but let's see what's going on with the Kipper deck, fortune-telling deck. For Scorpio, dear Spirit. And I know that Scorpio, on the positive side, can be very loyal, as you're either in or out. Where relationships are concerned, you're either open or you're totally closed off. But Scorpio can also be very deceptive, very dark, and very much about fears. And very secretive as well. Secret, it's like what you hold it within your heart. You don't share it easily. So Let's see what's going on for Scorpio. We have concerns. And the card of concern. The concern for change, possible house move, physical travel as well. And we've got a message. This could possibly be communication or some sort of contract. All right, the message is a number 7. Could be a 7 is like the Chariot. And we do have like the Chariot here. So Cancer does come up a lot. So maybe a change within your environment, possibly your emotional life, family life. What's that message about? And we've got an official person. It's more than likely very important information, official papers, contracts, decisions around that. You're at a path where you're needing to make a choice. Now, the official person does remind me of the King of Swords, someone who wears a uniform, anything to do with legalities, serious stuff. Like, it's not play, it's not a walk in the park. There's a decision, but there's also a hesitation whether you can speak truthfully or not, because the official person does remind me of someone that goes by the book, someone that is very, as a matter of fact. What's at the bottom of the deck here? We've got judication, my dear. Judication. So some sort of legalities here, a decision again, maybe also possibly looking for guidance, support. We see that the judge here, and it could be a judgment as well, I suppose, but the judge here is listening to both sides and is going to make a judgment, is going to make an official decision based on things that are written, papers, facts, things like that. What's this sitting on? And we've got expectation. Some of you could be expecting some sort of news, possible separation or divorce, contracts, new contracts for home, communication, which will put you in a position where you're going to have to make a difficult choice. And you've been waiting for this. You've been patient. The expectation does remind me very much of the Empress. It's like having been patient and expectation, expecting news, expecting someone else to make the changes in their life. If this is not you, expecting another person, the person you're watching this reading for, to go through some sort of separation or ending. So it's like a test of loyalty here. We're talking about heart matters here. Two of Swords, a dilemma, whether to speak or whether to take action, to act upon, to hide. What is this Eight of Cups, dear Spirit? Why do we have the Eight of Cups in the now? We have the Eight of Swords, so you're feeling blocked. Your perception is that you're blocked, and it could be in relation to a soulmate, but also anything to do with children. I don't know if you've got obligations still to others. There are concerns that you're going through about changes that are necessary. What's the Wheel of Fortune? What's that about? We've got the Five of Cups. So you're mourning past emotional hiccups, disappointments. Lots of cups here, lots of cups. A very emotional month for you. Five of Cups, remember, is that you need to stop mourning the past and just run with the changes. Where are you coming from with the Lovers? We have the Ten of Cups. Some of you were in another family, relationship, or this was a really difficult choice where family, extended family, or your happiness was concerned. It seemed like in the past there was a lot of happiness, but this is an ending. Another 10. Some of you could be the third person yourselves, and you're dealing with someone that is going through possible separation and divorce and changes, life changes. Let's look at that Hanging Man, which is the general energy. Yes, sacrifice for family, sacrifice for your spouse, your children, sacrifice where your securities are concerned. Remember, the Four of Wands is like an 11-11 portal, but it also speaks to your financial security, your securities generally speaking. And of course, it can speak to a home. This could be sacrifice towards your extended family as well. Let's look at that Three of Cups. What is that? Because that is a card of reconciliation. Third parties, gossip, friendships as well. Let's take another card on that. We've got an ending to a third party with a Ten of Swords. There's been betrayal here. This is a real heaviness. Another 10. Scorpio, 10, 10, 10. What was this betrayal about? This Ten of Swords, which is heaviness, which is darkness, which is a very, very difficult ending for you. Yes, the World card, of course, it's a difficult ending now. The World card does speak to success, accomplishment, a cycle closing. It is Saturnian, and obviously with what's been going on, I mean, with Saturn transiting through Aquarius, you've been challenged to make to complete cycles that are, you know, things that are over with are over with. You've had to go through these fated challenges. Things happen always for a reason. I mean, the World card is the ending of some sort of a journey, which maybe was happy. There was much happiness here once upon a time. But the World card says that you succeed. The Fool's journey is over. No more betrayal. You are rewarded. Possibly also because the World card can also speak to a possible reconciliation, marriage. So this is the end of the cycle. There's no point in mulling over the past here. You have to run with the changes, the fated changes. Let's see what the Six of Cups holds for you. And we've got the Judgment card, which says you're going through a crisis. Could be the person you're thinking of as well. Judgment is a critical moment, but it's a resurrection. A resurrection maybe of the past. Someone that you dealt with in the past. Second chances. You're going through an awakening, dear Scorpio. Remember, the South Node is transiting your sign. This is almost completed. By mid-year, roughly. Mid-year, you will have finished. You will be like the butterfly. You've gone through that death and transformative stage. You've come out. There'll be a lot more. It's like new beginnings. A lot of lightweight energies. It's like unloading. And this is Spirit that's guiding you here and aiding you. Archangel Michael. What's at the bottom? And we've got the Four of Cups, mischances, You're actually looking at this cup. So it's something obviously that you could not, and another cup, right? Another cup element. This is something that emotionally you could not accept at some point. Lots of changes pertaining to you and your home, right? We've got the 3 of Cups, 4 of Cups, 5 of Cups, 6 of Cups, and then we go to the 8 of Cups, and then we've got the 10 of Cups. Very strong water, very emotional month. I would like to read the Loyal Heart, number 35. Fidelity, loyalty, and devotion. Evidence of loyalty will appear in your life. Others will prove they are faithful to you, and you will in turn commit fully to them. There is a sure and abiding certainty in your heart. Know that Spirit is always loyal to you. No matter the outer circumstances in your life, trust and have faith, for you are eternally loved, always divinely protected and divinely directed. Where relationships are concerned, your partnerships, friendships, and romantic relationships all have many qualities in common right now. Honest devotion, faithfulness, and a loyal heart are being shown to you. Are you as loyal in return? Now is the time for heartfelt commitments and trusting in divine protection. That's a beautiful message, dear Scorpio. So, as I said, your loyalty will be challenged, I feel, right? And you need to detach and let go of any past grievances. Know that you are not blocked from emotionally checking out. 8s say that you've been there, done that. And also the World card says that you've proven yourself. You've proven yourself. The journey is at an ending here. Okay, you're going to find yourself in a position where things will be more formal. There's official decisions that won't be easy for you to make, but there's also opportunities returning, I would say, with someone from your past. And we've got a Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Queen of Pentacles could be a mother, and I feel that this is your person here. She's very dependable and very grounded. Also someone that's quite responsible and very patient. So could be a lucky time. There's the Page of Wands, ready to go on that new journey. Page of Wands is the messenger. There's enthusiasm here. Maybe there's been a journey taken in the past, but missed chances with the 4 of Cups, chances returning again. Okay? Expectation, very much like the Queen of Pentacles, someone waiting for you or you waiting for someone forever. And we've got a mature man. A mature man, which speaks to maturity, someone having gone through experiences, life experiences. The mature man is a 5, which also speaks to the Hierophant. Someone responsible, someone in a marriage. Could it be that we've got a mature man with very similar to the Emperor? Someone with many responsibilities, and the expectation would be the Queen of Pentacles I see here. So it's like you've gone through the lessons, the experiences here, dear Scorpio. And here we've got the adjudication, which is a number 3, is like the Empress. Someone waiting, or maybe there's been frustration as well, but that seed has been planted and there's a birthing. There's a birthing going on here. So loyalty to your loved ones, to your children, to the love of yourself, to self-love. That seems to be what's coming up. There's a resurrection here, second chances. Look out for that and be ready for this, because this is going to be quite the month for you. All right, we will expand on love, but if this is not a love connection, it generally the messages are the same. You've completed a difficult cycle. Okay, there's help coming through from spirit here. Divine timing is now. 5 of Cups is changes, emotional changes that you're going through. This is like a new path, a new journey that opens up for you, which will also remind you of the past. So there will be some sort of memory connected to the past as well, or something pertaining to decisions of the past. And I get that there are regrets of decisions that you've made in the past, whether it was you sacrificing for others. It could be anything. All right. Thank you so much, dear Scorpio, for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. Let's go on to the love reading now. Love and light to all of you. Ta-da. Hello, hello, my beautiful Sagittarian friends. How are you? This is Kathy from Divine Debut. Thank you so much for joining me here for your February of 2023 general and love reading. Let's look at February generally and in love, whatever shows up, and we will expand this on love since February is a love month with Valentine's Day. So, for Sagittarius, dear Spirit, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and the North Node in Sagittarius. If you've got your Venus in another sign, check that sign out if you're wondering about love and money. For Mars, where do you put your energy? What do you strive to accomplish? Check out your Mars placement if you are familiar with those, of course. North Node would be more your fate. The Moon is your emotions, home-related subjects. Your Rising is how people see you out there in the world. Who are you? What is it that they see from you without knowing you, in actual fact? All right, the Sun is the ego. It's the identity. You're born under the Sagittarian Sun. Okay. The Rising, my dear friends, is your relationship with the earth, with Mother Gaia when you took your first breath. So it depends on where you were born and what time you were born to get your rising sign. Dear Spirit, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and North Node. February, please. Generally and in love for the month of February, as all planets are moving direct for Sagittarius, my beautiful Jupiterian people. Okay. And of course, your ruling planet is transiting through Aries. You're ready for a new journey. You're ready and you're feeling enthusiastic, or you're receiving a message of enthusiasm. You're ready to go and explore. What's crowning you? The Magician. The Magician, Mercury, Gemini or Virgo. The Magician holds all the tools, can make magic, has got an advantageous point, obviously. The Magician can rule health, your service to the world. It can rule business, decisions, communication, short distance travel. All these themes may be coming up with a Magician. But the Magician can also be trickery. So distrust could be here as well. Where are you coming from? The Three of Cups, a past celebration, a possible reconciliation, a group effort, friendships, whatever. Three of Cups, going out, letting your hair down. Third party situations, doesn't have to be only romantic third party love affairs, could be just other people being involved here. Let's see, recent past, Page of Cups. So Pisces comes up. Now Jupiter ruled Sagittarian beloveds. You're a mutable sign. And Mars has, as he was retrograding in Gemini, has been really tough on all the mutable signs. So Virgo, Gemini, Pisces, and yourselves. So now Mars has turned direct. So maybe there's been frustration in the past, inability to move forward, necessity pertaining to decisions, anything to do also with your close environment, how to move, how to travel, short distance travel. This looks like a meeting to me. I don't know. And of course, pages can be youthful energy. So Gemini comes up a lot. Needing to make decisions, something that you're learning. Possibly adventurous energies coming into play right now. And in the recent past, there's been an unexpected messenger offer that's come in. There's some sort of a connection here about, I don't know, some sort of an offer, a small offer of love. This could be 2 children for all we know, or it's just those of you maybe that are younger. Something about a new journey and taking a leap of faith, wanting a new beginning. Page of Cups can also possibly be some sort of an apology, or something that you're hoping to create. I mean, Cups and Wands, they're all about creation, right? The Cups is the imagination, let's say. It's water. It's psychic, it's emotional, it's creative, it's loving, it's sacrificing, all those things. And the Wands, remember the Page of Wands holds the Ace of Wands, which is also like being lit up, like seeing something, a potential here. There's a potential of, this is what I desire. And we see that Page of Wands also is looking towards the past. So what is possibly the outcome here? And we've got the 5 of Pentacles. Water and fire, they don't mix well. I mean, we've got yin and yang energy. So it's like 2 people not being on the same page with the 5 of Pentacles, or they come from different beliefs. It's like they don't believe that there will be a sharing. It's like sort of trying to mix oil and water. But 5 of Pentacles, and this obviously could speak to a partnership, a relationship, a friendship, whatever it is. The 5 of Pentacles is 2 people that maybe believe different things. They don't see that there's help around the corner. This is like there's lack, we're lacking in this. We come from different societies. We've got different ideas. How can we melch these things together? How can we find the balance between these differences that we have? Let's see. We've got the Queen of Wands, which we know she's all about creation. She's very powerful. She's all about taking action. Queen of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Strength card. Leo would be the sign here more so. Oh, wow. And you are poised and ready for something. Ready to take that leap of faith. Ready to begin something new. But you're sort of at odds at the end of February. The poised card, I want to see what it says. 48, just to get us on track. And for those of you that don't know, it does remind me of Libran energy. So like a, equal giving and receiving, a return on something, being in peace, being in harmony. It says being ready, bringing something to light, being at your best and confidence. Remember the Strength card does speak to confidence, but also a necessity for patience and trusting. Look, you're coming from the 3 of Swords, so there has been third parties, disappointments here. It's like wanting to rush to create something that you desire, but your person is not seeing eye to eye with you. The message here says you can be assured that you are ready for anything right now. You know what you need to do. Your skills are sharp. You've come to this place armed with wisdom and knowledge, and you sense a new phase of your life about to begin. People respond to your confidence and trust you. This is an auspicious time to begin new things. But we do see the Five of Pentacles here. So where relationships are concerned, when you're confident and happy in your own skin, you are ready for deeper, more intimate relationships. So it speaks to confidence, my dear Sagittarius. And this may not be you. This may be the other person. You have nothing to prove right now. You are completely yourself and can handle anything. Love, friendships, and harmonious new connections are all present now or are coming in. You're ready to give and receive from the heart. This is a beautiful place to be. Are you, though? Let's read the protection message. You're not ready to move forward at this time. And that has to be okay. Be poised in the face of demands and deadlines. Pretending you know what you're doing works sometimes, but if you adopt a fake it till you make it attitude, it will land you in some muck now. This is not the time to wing it and deliver something half finished. It's okay to postpone things until you are really ready. It's better to disappoint others now than to wish you had later. So there is a potential for disappointment here. So what it's saying is do not rush into things. Okay? Let's see, because I see a lot of excitement with the Page of Wands. But there's a lot of naivety, things that are unknown. And remember, we're not reading reversals here. And the Queen of Wands, she's very confident when she's in the upright, right? I feel as though you're going back to the drawing board. You've already had a disappointment. We did see the Three of Swords. Maybe you're hoping to have that second chance and begin that. But I don't know if your person, the person you are watching this reading for, is ready. Let's see what's going on for Sagittarius. Thank you, Spirit. We've got community. We've got coffin. So it's like not having the support of others here. Some sort of an ending. And we've got the Thief. My goodness. Pickpocket. Some sort of loss. Something that's been taken away from you. Is it the support from others? You're feeling as though you've got to do things on your own. The support from the other person. This could possibly speak to support. And some sort of ending without support because someone was a bit of a trickster. As we've got the Magician. Imprisonment. Blockages. Feeling blocked. It can have to do with love because we've got the Lovers here. So I see the imprisonment very similar to the Ten of Swords. Like there's been some sort of betrayal or some sort of an ending or third parties. We see the Mouse here. So there's a lot of stress about some sort of an ending, possible deception, things that have been unknown. And we've got a Divine Masculine here thinking of a Divine Feminine. I see this very much as Uranian energy. So an unexpected message comes in, or someone's thinking of doing something quite crazy, which would be the Page of Wands. Right? There could be a possible, some sort of a Tower moment, an awakening, an aha moment. And we've got courtship. So someone is thinking of doing something crazy. And this is a meeting. This is a meeting. This is like meeting someone new or meeting someone that, a relationship that never got off the ground. And we've got a main female here, which looks like the female here. So the main female could be you or could be the person that you're watching this for. We've got great fortune. Or the great fortune, yes, it could speak to someone that was quite lucky, but also anything to do with feeling abundant emotionally or financially. But you know, the main female with the courtship doesn't seem to be the same person for me. Check this out. She seems like she's more brunette. Here we've got a blonder, gingery sort of hairstyle. So it's interesting. I would say that the fairer woman here would be more, it could be more towards, leaning towards a water sign or an air sign, and the brunette here would be more the darker hair, could be the Queen of Wands or Queen of Pentacles anyway. I don't know if that helps you at all. But anyway, let's take another layer and see what's going on here. Let's put the Queen of Wands down. And let's see what this Page of Wands is. What is this leap of faith? What is that about? It's like one person's wanting to take a leap of faith. The other person isn't so sure. And then they're both at odds with each other here with the Five of Pentacles. Or we want to do this, but financially we cannot. Financially, there are financial issues here. We've got Temperance. Yeah, Spirit is saying, and this is Archangel Michael, saying, temper yourself, wait, it's not time to take that leap of faith. What is the Magician? We've got the Knight of Wands, which could be a trickster, a player. Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands. Page of Wands is more like taking that leap of faith, being very enthusiastic. Something that you desire, something that you're creating, passion, risk-taking. Temperance is saying it's not time. I will let you know when it's the right time. What is the Three of Cups? What's that about in the distant past position? We've got a Tower. Something has come to someone's awareness here. We know Tower moments are never easy. Let's take one more. And we've got the Ace of Wands, which does speak to desire and passion. Seeing the light. It's like having that light switch put on and you see. And there's a possibility here pertaining to some sort of a third party with the Ace of Wands, which does have a sexual connotation. Remember, it is a potential though. But we know there was a major shift in the past. So where there was celebration, something happened here. Something was seen. Some sort of an awareness. A huge change, a sudden change. Brought on the potential for a new project. A new sexual connection. What is the Page of Cups and Seven of Cups? There we see the illusion, we see the Piscean energy again. Many opportunities, not knowing what choice to make, which cup to choose, a clouded judgment. With the Page of Cups, that's Eight of Cups. Someone emotionally ready to check out because of disillusionment. What is this Queen of Wands? Who is she? Queen of Wands and the Death card, going through a death process, death and transformation, an ending to something that she desires, something that she's created. What is that? And Queen of Wands could possibly be a Scorpio as well. And we've got the Six of Pentacles, which is more equilibrium, more balanced. Libra comes in here as well. So Libra is relationships, partnerships, could be friendships, all relationships. But there's an ending here because of lack of giving and receiving. Because a lack of money. We know the Six of Pentacles is where one person gives more to one person than the other. Someone who pays money out. And the Death card is Scorpio. That's where the South Node is. And that's money that come from another source. From a partner. Possible divorce with the Six of Pentacles. I wanted to take another card on the top position. But we've got the Sun crowning you. Wow, there's a great mystery here. What I'm getting is that something has been found out here. You're going to be finding something out. With this Queen of Wands and the Death card. There's some sort of news, something that you find out about, some sort of past of this, the past, some sort of a past situation concerning this Queen of Wands. It speaks to the past to me for sure. And we also see the imprisonment here. So there's a difficult past that this Queen of Wands holds, which could be something that you get to see. And that's why I feel we've got the Five of Pentacles here. We've got the pickpocket, we've got the coffin here. So Death card and coffin card is here as well. So this can relate to a partnership. This could be excitement and all that moving forward. But there's something that you will be coming across. So where you're ready to take that leap of faith, where you're poised for something to begin here with a poise card. Remember the message said, do not rush into anything. So it's interesting that we've got a Knight of Wands and a Queen of Wands. The Knight of Wands logically would be your energy. Even though we know the Knight of Wands could be the playboy, but I don't feel that it's the case here. And there's like frustration, the inability to move forward. Now the Knight of Wands takes action. He's driven by those desires, by the fire within him. He wants to create. He wants to be happy. The Sun does bring clarity. So where there's been sneakiness and trickery, the Sun is like the clarity that this night, and I believe it's you, dear Sagittarius. And it's just like the Thoughts card here. It's like the light bulb going on. This mystery being solved. Some sort of a mystery being solved, and it's got to do with the past concerning this Queen of Wands. There's the Sixth Pentacle. Wow. Oh, wow. That's really interesting. Which, remember, aces are potentials, and we do have lovely cards here. But I need to go with my intuition. Six of Pentacles is also here. So something needs to be revealed, looked at, calculated. Spirit is saying, temper yourself, slow down. Your back is protected. You're protected by Spirit. Spirit's got your back. And even with the Seven of Cups, that could speak to deception or illusion. Someone trying to pull the wool over your eyes, let's say. So hold your horses. Hold your horses, Sagittarius. Do not rush into anything. This is a great promise. Yes, it's a potential. But it's a beginning, right? It's an ace. And you've got 3 aces. I hope that these aces are what you've got up your sleeve and not the other person. I do feel here that with the Lovers, which is a head over heart decision, a partnership, whatever it is, I mean, you will be able to find a resolution. It's going to come to you like this, like, just out of the blue. So I'm wondering if this is a love connection or a partnership. I don't know. What's at the bottom of the deck? And we've got the Nine of Swords. So stress, anxiety, sleepless nights. I'm wondering if this is not love and partnership together. And usually that's not an easy foundation to build on. Great fortune could also be like the Wheel of Fortune, which is like Jupiter and the Truth. I feel as though you're going to come up to some blockages, but there is still great promise here as long as you make the changes that you need to. I think that you need to air your concerns, right? There's the Seven of Swords, you see. You need to air your concerns and then move forward from there. Now, where love is concerned, we will extend this reading and we will see a lot more about what's going on in the love arena. But the courtship also says to me, it's like the Two of Cups. So if this is a partnership, make sure that you're both on the same page, that you air your concerns. Remember, these two people, it's like they meet for the first time. And maybe also the inability to move forward could be your beliefs. So you have to put everything on the table and work with it, okay? There is great potential here, of course, with the Death card, which is death and no resurrection. So after a death, obviously, there's a new beginning. And with so many aces here, you would know for your own personal story, obviously, because there are potentials here for new beginnings, and the sun will give you happiness. Everything will be up on, there'll be nothing hidden. There's nothing hidden under the sun. And Spirit also gives you the tools to be able, the stars align with the Magician here. This is great intelligence, logic. Use your logic before moving forward. Okay? And Pentacles are all about practicality, things that can become real. They're not just in our hopes and our fears and our imagination. This is the real thing, the real deal. Okay? So, I'm wishing you well. Thank you so much, dear Sagittarius. As I said, we're extending where love is concerned. So let's check that out. If you are interested, the links are beneath. Other than that, wishing you lots of love, lots of light. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Always. Talk to you soon. Hello, dear Capricorn, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is your February general and love reading for 2023, February of 2023. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and the North Node. So if you are familiar with your placements, go and check out other signs that are relevant for you personally. All right. February, all planets direct, and it is a very important month for love, as February 14 is Valentine's Day. So we'll be extending a reading on love. So you can get those links beneath this video. Thank you for joining me here. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. Calling on the guidance of Spirit for Capricorn in the month of February. A lot of exciting times around the corner, dear Capricorn. A lot of excitement. Let's see what could be playing out for Capricorn, dear Spirit. General and love for Capricorn. What is going on in February for Capricorn people? In the now position, we have the Justice card. You're the first sign that got this card. I don't think anyone else got the Justice card, which is a card of balance, equilibrium, karma, dharma. Yes, it can speak to legalities, or you could be dealing with a Libra. Now, this is balance. For some of you, you're coming out of an imbalance. There's been injustices possibly. Let's see what else comes through. Okay, so obviously relationships and partnerships are important. Crowning you is the Ace of Pentacles. Very, very good omen. Your money, something new, something grounded, something real, something long-term connected to your money. It could be a home. It could be anything Could be a payout after some sort of legal action. This could be anything legal connected to a home as well. Possibly also relationships, right? Ace of Pentacles is something stable, long-term, and real. Where are you coming from? Ten of Cups, an ending of a cycle. You've got the Bliss card, the Ten of Cups, but emotionally there's a cycle that is ending. Hello, Agape. Welcome, sweetheart. Hello. Where are you coming from the recent past? Not a good time, Agape. No, Agape. You can't have the cards. Recent past for Capricorn, dear spirit. The Four of Swords. So you've come you've come out of some sort of a heartbreak, or there's been inaction. You've needed to take some time out or wait. Possible outcome in February is the Sun. This is really positive. Really, really positive. The Sun speaks to clarity, healing, love, risk-taking, childlike energies. The Sun is happiness. It's romance. It's leadership, and you are a leader. You are a leader. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. We've got the Ten of Pentacles, so something is promised here. Something that will give you stability. This is support. This is financial abundance. This is family. This is... I can speak to extended family, support, financial support, emotional support. All these things come under the Ten of Pentacles. You've got a couple of tens here. So there's great promise after a Tower moment. Agape, you want a pat, do you? Yes, sweetheart. You're not hungry. So relax, sweetheart. So we've got the Ten of Pentacles, a Tower moment, which is a major shift, some sort of an aha moment. I do see the Ten of Pentacles in the Gilded Reverie. I see it as, it's like I don't know, a trunk full of gold. And obviously it speaks to abundance. Obviously it speaks to something long term and possibly connected to family as well. Maybe also a sense of abundance. We've got the Ace there and the 10 here, which is the general energy. And the Star. These are beautiful energies, Capricorn. There's great promise here. The Star is a card of hope. It is a card of socializing other people in your life. It's a wish fulfillment. It's something that's promised, which may have been at a timely or a physical distance. The Star is recognition. It is fame and fortune. Yeah. And something has opened up for you, a portal. Some sort of a decision has led to some sort of a completion. But we've got two wonderful energies here. Absolutely gorgeous cards. Let's see what the wisdom of the Oracle holds for Capricorn, dear spirit. What is the advice for Capricorn in the month of February 23? A new life and the fates, a fated new cycle, new life, new path opens up for you. This is beautiful. So it does speak to a lot of karma and fated events playing out that will give you, it's like a sunrise here, right? She's waking up out of a slumber and she's feeling amazing with this new beginning. So a lot has been promised. The fates is a number 17, which is also the Star. And the Star is, it's Aquarius. And Aquarius is, for you, it can speak to self-worth. For those of you that are Capricorn Sun and Rising, Aquarius is your money house, or it's self-worth, or anything to do with your securities. I see a lot of security here, a lot that is promised for you. But also because Pluto has been transiting through Capricorn so many years now, about 15 years. Those of you that are born at the last, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 days, Pluto has been challenging you to end what needs to go from your life, right? Something connected to riches, to emotional abundance, to finances, all these things. And Pluto, of course, has given you a lot of power. Pluto can be very controlling, but I feel here that many of you are closing up major cycles in your life. It's as though you've gone through a huge metamorphosis. There's great promise with Pluto, which does mean riches, entering in March. So entering Aquarius in March, which is having Pluto in your house of money and security, and what is it that you own, the land that you own, your home, anything that gives you security. There's been a transformation there, and will give you a lot of power. So there's going to be a metamorphosis still connected to, as I said, your values, who you are. It's like you're a new life. You're coming out of the chrysalis. Really, really amazing. That will be going on the next year and a half, roughly. But there's great promise. Pay attention to end of March until mid-June. See what's playing out for you. That's what will be. You will have an inkling of what, Pluto in your money house means for you. Pluto can be very powerful people that will be helping you as well. So let's look at the Kipper deck. Wow. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. We've got a message of concern, a message that comes through out of the blue. She seems quite exasperated by it, or shocked, or there's some sort of a revelation. This speaks to a message, but it could also speak to, yes, communication, but also legal papers, anything that is contractual, anything that is put on paper. And we've got like the Two of Cups here, like a possible meeting, getting together, getting to know each other, some sort of an agreement here. This can be love or partnership, my dear friends. And there's a gift here. The gift comes from childhood hands, so it's like it's going to give you a lot of promise. Childhood hands could mean from a youngster, from a child, or it'll make you feel like this gift is this new life, this new path will make you very happy. Yes, and it can be concerning a child or a new possible cycle. Beautiful. At the bottom, we've got the wealthy man. So I don't know if this is you. It is a 13, could speak to a Scorpio, doesn't have to be. But remember, 13 is the Scorpio card, the death card. This could also be, Scorpio naturally is a money house. It's Plutonian, and it's big amounts of money that come from others. So I don't know how this speaks to you. Okay, and there are some concerns about this wealthy man. Okay, let's take more cards and see what's going on, because here I don't know if possibly some of you could be because in the recent past we know the Four of Swords, it's like doing nothing is moving. Someone needs to heal, to rest, to rejuvenate, to understand what's happened. This some sort of a disappointment, third parties. The Three of Swords is a disappointment, right? But also this could speak to just needing to take time out, someone needing to rest and rejuvenate before the next cycle, the next phase in your life. But this is like the lull before the storm, or I should say the rain ending and the rainbow coming through. There will be justice. The sun comes through. It sort of clears the clouds. It clears any misconceptions, any misunderstandings, right? So let's take more cards and see what this means for you. What is this Justice card about, dear Spirit? What is this about? Oh my goodness. Two of Cups, and we've got the courtship card here as well. So this looks really, really positive, but for some of you, if this is a third party, someone is coming out of a past relationship, going through some karma, ending any hardships. We've got a couple of tens here, right? And new life and the fates and fated events playing out for you surely. If this is not a love connection, this could speak to a creative venture, a partnership where you share a lot. You're finding your other half, let's say, someone who is very much like you. I mean, they sort of mirror each other. They're two halves of a whole, are they not? So a soulmate connection, some sort of an agreement. What's the Ten of Cups? And we've got Leo. Leo comes through very strongly, as well as the Sun. The Strength card speaks to confidence, trust, believing in your higher self, patience. It can also speak to passion and desire with something that you've been creating, which maybe promises a lot of happiness. Remember, the Ten of Cups turns into the Ace. What is this Ten of Pentacles about, dear Spirit? Why do we have the Ten of Pentacles as the general energy? Lots of worry around support, financial support, stability, and ending the ending of a family unit. The possible divorce. Queen of Swords is Libra. I don't know if you're dealing with a Libra. Also, lots of worries around some legalities, some sort of a judgment, a decision, some sort of a payout. What is this Four of Swords about? We've got the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment, but Nine of Cups is also someone that does things to please themselves. They do things that make them happy. So there's like a egotistical sort of an energy around the Nine of Cups. Someone feeling as though they've gotten away with something. It's like he's saying cheers to you, or let's drink to that. I don't know. I get some sort of jealousy or someone celebrating at your demise. Animosity I get here. Let's take one more on that. We've got the Knight of Swords, which is a lot of difficult information that comes in, harsh words. And that's Five Swords. Five Swords can speak to competitive energies, cutting words, difficult fights, difficult news coming in. Or this could say after some time, there's a wish fulfillment. The wish fulfillment is that there will be a lot of news, a lot of information. Again, it could be connected to legalities or anything that has got to do with the red tape. Let's have a look at that Ace of Pentacles, which is promised. And we've got another Ace, Ace of Cups. Wow, okay. We know that the crowning positions are very powerful. Ace of Cups could be, in this deck, as I say, tears of joy or tears of sadness for someone. But there's great promise, lots of opportunities for you. For some of you, you're asking for and you're needing, I could say also demanding, a long-term commitment in an emotional situation. Remember, the aces, they are potentials. Let's take another card on the Two of Cups and the Justice. I was going to say Judgment. We've got the Eight of Cups, you see. Someone is leaving a situation where there's been hardships. I mean, Knight of Swords could be someone that used very strong cutting words, difficult truths about someone having done something for their own gains, someone being quite egotistical, someone that's tried to get away with something. Eight of Cups in the now. He's looking for those Two of Cups. He's looking straight at it. And obviously this says lots of opportunities. Emotionally, I feel some of you have been shut down. Some of you may have just been waiting for some sort of a decision. Maybe doing things for yourself to try and make you, I don't know, escape the pain, forget the numbness, the pain in the past, in the recent past. Nine of Cups could be just going out and having lots of drinks, right? Not having the ability to think logically, internal conflict where information is concerned. Let's see what the Sun speaks to. And we've got the King of Swords, we've got the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. This is incredible. So we could be talking about an Aquarius, could be a Leo, Libra. King of Swords could be a decision. It could be, again, legalities. It could be someone that wears a uniform. Someone that, this could be a doctor. This could be someone who works in a law firm. Some sort of a decision, some sort of truth and clarity. Remember, the King of Swords is usually someone that's quite fair. We've got the Knight, the Queen and the King. So I'm wondering if there isn't a lot of information, a lot of business dealings and a lot of communication. Lots of back and forth in the month of February. Because this is my Aquarius card, and I don't know if you're dealing with an Aquarius, dear Capricorn, we know that the King of Swords holds the Ace of Swords, which can be a card of reckoning and challenges and difficult truths. He will tell you the truth. Because we know that the sun brings out, there's nothing can be hidden under the sun. Someone is showing their true colors here. But also King of Swords, possibly, could be a divorcee. We know the Queen of Swords is a divorcee or a widow. We could be talking about a widower or a divorcee. Let's take one more. Someone who's not very, I should say they're good with the words, but not with opening up their heart. But there will be clarity. It's like nothing, it's like as clear as day here at the end of February. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Capricorn. There's so much desire. You've got 3 aces here, Capricorn. What can I say? Some of you could be leaving an Aquarius and going for a Leo. Could be a Leo, could be a Scorpio. What's at the bottom of the deck? We've got the Two of Swords, so you've got choices. You're at a dilemma. 7 of Cups. You're needing to trust your intuition. 7 of Cups could be confusion, deception, possibly. But also many choices. That's the dilemma here. And temperance. Temperance speaks to Archangel Michael. And of course, tempering yourself, you will, and you are going through healing. And Spirit is working for you, trying to bring the balance in. But Spirit is saying also, take your time. Do not rush. Now, you are an earth sign. You are gradual. You're very grounded. You take one step at a time, but sometimes because you're a cardinal sign and you are a sign of leadership, and sometimes you could be very very much about taking action. I mean, cardinal earth, taking action towards something that will give you security, financial security, emotional security. Temperance there is saying temper yourself, wait. And there will be an aha moment here. Ace of Wands is like clarity. It's like the possibility to start something that you desire, a sexual, I don't know if this is a sexual union, a connection, this is a new project, or it just speaks to a lot of decisiveness. This is what I want, this is what I'm going to do. And it's like we see the fire here, and we know that the tower it's like a building that's coming down that has not been solid. It hasn't been built well, but it's also an aha moment, which can have to do with legalities, possible divorce, separation, the red tape, contracts, anything like that comes up here. And we know that the Sun is a fun card, but it's also it's a card of risk, it's a card of creation. Leo is all about generosity. And we've been talking about Leo and Aquarius, and it's interesting that at the beginning of February, we've got a full moon in Leo. So something is completing, possibly with a Leo, or the full moon in Leo is telling you what it is that's culminating for you. Something is completing where the area of Leo is concerned. And Leo is also leadership. Leo can be putting on a play, some sort of a performance. I don't know exactly what it is. And a tower moment is wow, okay? Fire and air can be very explosive indeed. But there's a new life, new chapter, fated events playing out for you here. No doubt about that. And I don't know if possibly some of you are parents, and this could be like, Clash of the Titans, where you're clashing pertaining to a child. It's like a push and pull I get at the end of the month. But remember, nothing can be hidden under the sun. And the sun also speaks to taking a risk. It speaks to the heart. Heart matters. The sun also in Leo can speak to romance as well. For romance to bloom and have the opportunity here, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and Ace of Wands, you need to go through some sort of changes, reckoning, some truths, cutting away, severing relationships that were unjust, unfair. Okay, so a lot is promised here. We will extend this and look at love specifically. So as I said, you can get the links beneath this video. Thank you so much. We'll be looking at these decks here and taking more cards and a love oracle as well. So it's quite a deep reading. Thank you for considering joining us on Patreon, as they get 12 extended readings per month for the price of paying for one. So it is worth joining us on Patreon, and thank you for considering that. Or you can make a one-off purchase from our website. The links are beneath. Thank you so much. Sending you lots of love, lots of light. And thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. My goodness. What a tongue twister. Love you so, dear Capricorn. Ta-da. Hello, dear Aquarius, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for joining me here for your love and general reading, general and love reading for the month of February of 2023. Happy birthday, my dear Aquarius, and thank you for being patient for this reading. Okay, we're looking at the month of February, which is your birthday month. All planets are direct, and we'll be extending this reading pertaining to love. We'll see what comes through in your reading, but we will expand where matters pertaining to love are concerned. It is the month of Valentine's Day, which is a day of celebration where romance and love is concerned. So let's see, and let's call on Spirit to guide us through pertaining to the energies for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and North Node. If you are familiar with your placements in your personal birth chart, for instance, if you've got your Mars, which is desire, action, and energy, in another sign, check that out. Mars can also speak to a divine masculine. So check that out. And of course, Aquarius, you are a masculine sign, but we've all got the yin and the yang, the masculine, the feminine within us. So you would check out your Mars for what you're trying to create, what you're trying to achieve. That's just an example. So Aquarius, dear Spirit, in the month of February, around their solar return, what is coming through for Aquarius, February 2023? Aquarius, I would say that March would be, you're going to have a big sigh of relief in March, as Saturn is going to leave your sign. Saturn, which is very hard, he's been challenging you for the last 2.5 years roughly. So March is really a good month to look forward to, but things could be quite stressful in the month of February, I get, especially for those of you that are born towards the last part of the season, of the Aquarius season. Now, King of Wands, fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, what it is that you desire, what it is that you create. This could also possibly be a Scorpio, the energy of Scorpio, as I do see the King of Wands, very much the Scorpio energy as well. King of Wands he's got the experience, he's the entrepreneur, he's the boss, he sits on his throne, very powerful, and very much about, what is it that where is it that he's putting his energy. So I don't know if you're dealing with another fire sign, but in the now position, you've got the King of Wands. And we know kings are all about experience. Where are you coming from? Temperance. So it could be a Sagittarian that you're dealing with. Temperance, Archangel Michael saying that you're needing to be patient with yourself, patient with a certain situation. And I don't know if you're dealing with a possible Sagittarian who could be physically at a distance, or just a foreigner, someone who comes from different beliefs. But whatever it is you're striving to create, Spirit is saying it's all happening in divine timing. Crowning you is the 9 of Cups, which could possibly be a wish fulfillment. Recent past, 4 of Wands, and the possible outcome, oh my God, dear Aquarius, is the 2 of Cups. At the bottom of the deck is the 6 of Swords, which speaks to leaving troubles, leaving conflict. And this is all about your perception, your logic, harsh situations, competitive situations with other people. The general energy is that you're transitioning towards serenity, balance. We do have 2 cards of balance. This is a very positive reading indeed, but remember, it looks like it's going to be easy and just a walk in the park. But remember, I'm not reading reversals. We'll see what else comes through. 6 of Swords can speak to transition, physically transitioning or traveling over water. And we've got the Sun here, so Leo comes up very strongly as well. Obviously, dear Aquarius, you've had around your birthday season, there's been a new seed that you've planted. We've had a new moon in Aquarius and a full moon in Leo. So some of you could possibly be seeing something that is culminating, something that is completing. And remember, Leo is the people in your life, people that you deal with, your relationships, the others in your life. And this could be obviously a partnership where your stability, what you're creating, your financial, emotional, and stability, and anything to do with career and where you've been putting in your energy. The sun does speak to happiness, clarity, possible dealings with children. It's the childlike energy. It's also clarity. We know the sun is a very powerful message. It's the most positive card in the deck. But again, remember that the Leo is the heart. Leo is generosity. It's confidence. So, oh my goodness, okay. And a tower moment, some sort of an awareness. Something has come to light for you, but this is getting you moving towards serenity, peace, balance, and there is a possible soulmate connection, new partnership, new connection here. A tower moment. Oh, 3 of Swords, and then the tower moment, and then the sun. I did see that 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles, which is the individual, it's self-worth, it's being in the Garden of Eden, but a sense of loneliness here. We know that 9 of Pentacles is also someone that is single. Someone maybe that's been single for a while because of heartbreak, third parties, disappointments. But something, recently you've seen something. Remember, something is completing for you. This could be a partnership, a relationship. This could be you're completing a cycle where there's been heartbreak and third parties, and Spirit is taking you to a more balanced and positive place. Let's see what the wisdom of the Oracle holds for you before I take more tarot here. So for Aquarius, dear Spirit, in the month of February, what is the advice? We've got to be fair, which shows the scales being balanced. And again, balance comes up very strongly for you. I don't know if some of you have come out of a marriage, possibly. Why? Because marriage, if not marriage, another partnership, because of the 3 of Swords here, and we've got the 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles speaks to the individual, speaks to someone standing strong, needing to be single or wanting to be single, someone acting single. So we know the King of Wands is usually someone that's very, very playful. They show their desires. This could be someone that has not been on the up and up, I get here. Someone that's taken some sort of a risk, I get here. Someone that's taken some sort of a risk and they got caught. Remember that Leo does speak to flirtation. We know the King of Wands could be someone that's very flirtatious. Either that, maybe this could also be you ending something, you following your desires and your passion and wanting to create a new situation here. What's beneath that 9? We've got the Emperor. The Emperor, which is someone who holds great responsibility. The Emperor could be a father. The Emperor can also be hardships, right? Needing to be mature. The Emperor can be someone that's controlling as well. So I'm wondering, dear Aquarius, and I get that this is your energy. Now, also wondering here, because what I'm getting is that you're chasing what it is that you desire, whether you're needing to stand strong on your own. And you know, the Nine of Pentacles could also be someone that is very dependable. This could be someone that you've connected with, possibly. Nine of Pentacles is someone that's in the Garden of Eden, but there's loneliness. There's no one to share their happiness, their abundance with. And I'm wondering, dear Aquarius, if you've found everything in your life, you've worked really hard for everything in your life, but you haven't found your happiness. So I'm wondering if you have not been in another relationship with someone that was not happy, therefore possible third-party situations. I mean, the Nine of Pentacles could be someone that's wanting to be single. Someone that's wanting their freedom. And again, this could be you. To be fair. What is this to be fair about? Number 38, which equals an 11. And 11 is the Justice card. 38. Balance, justice, and need to consider options, mutual benefit, the law of cause and effect. Life offers experiences that are challenging and experiences that are nourishing, yet over time they strike a balance. You move from being from stasis to doing, from discovering to loving, to letting go, to being again. Life is a pendulum swinging between all of these states. You'll always oscillate back and forth between doing and being. If you are not content with where you are at this moment, remember that all experiences have their place. Accept them without judgment, and you will see how the universe adjusts in perfect balance. You reap what you sow. For every cause there is an effect. Wondrous things will be revealed now. And I get that it hasn't been easy for you. Some of you may have been in a relationship where there was just a lot of coldness. You were dealing with someone that wanted their freedom, or yes, you may be the one that wanted your freedom as well. So I get that you got to a place where you felt abundant financially. You felt that you could stand on your own. But you did, obviously, there was still a lack of happiness. And there you came to some sort of an awareness. Remember that the sun can speak to reconciliation, but it speaks to matters of heart. For some of you, your heart was not in something that you were. I get that with Saturn having moved through your sign the last 2.5 years, you've been grounded, you've been challenged. It's like you've been going through some sort of a test. And I get that it's like you're at the stage where you're wanting to take steps towards your happiness, whatever that means. Whether you put a lot of effort in, you worked really hard, but you just could not find the happiness, or you put in the effort, you were challenged. And you've seen life from a different perspective. You've been matured. You've been humbled. And now it's like, I feel as though you're wanting to find your peace, your balance, where there's been injustices and imbalances. It's like you're checking out, I get. Oh, okay. So, mature woman. We've got great fortune, bad health, sudden wealth, and mature woman. Now, we don't know in which line these cards came out. They just fell out. So great fortune does speak to fated changes for me, because you were in a situation that did not make you happy. And the mature woman does remind me of the Empress, but also it's like needing to be patient, just like with Temperance here. Sudden wealth. The wealth card doesn't mean only financial wealth. It can speak to emotional happiness and feeling wealthy, feeling happy in your environment, in where you are. And I'm going to say here also that many of you have been very, very patient. You've had your ups, you've had your downs, and you've been humbled and you've been matured by Saturn transiting your sign, where there have been imbalances. And remember what the message was. Everything happens for a particular reason. The sudden wealth, it's like information or signs and synchronicities coming from Spirit. You've got 777. So there's a sense of abundance here and growth, because the mature woman does remind me of the Empress, as I said. It's like you've been sort of waiting for the right moment to reap the rewards of what it is that you wanted in your life. And maybe there have been injustices, but it's like you're balancing out. You're coming into your own. At the bottom of the deck, we've got community. So this can speak to support from others around you. But let's take more cards here. Let's see what this King of Wands speaks to. There's the Three of Swords again. So you haven't been able to reap what you worked towards. There's been disappointments, no doubt about that. But Three of Swords, we did have the Emperor as well, and we do have a mature woman, which could be playing in the story here. The Three of Swords could also be the third party, this King of Wands, which may not be you, which may be a third party. Now, whatever you've hoped to create, there have been disappointments, and maybe the timing hasn't been right so that you could reap what you've been working towards. Let's look at Temperance, which is saying you're needing to be patient, right? Yeah. There's the Four of Swords. Now, at this point in the month of February, it's as though you're going back to the Three of Swords, like there's a memory of, past disappointments, or and this full moon maybe has shown you, maybe it's bringing some memories connected to past disappointments. So revisiting or having the clarity of a disappointment, of a third party situation, of external noise connected to the past, I get here. You have had some disappointments here, and with the, I don't know if some of you have also gone through some sort of a health crisis, or having lost someone in the past, physically lost someone, because the Four of Swords may be someone that is in bad health, and some of you are having trouble getting over this. And remember that Temperance says that you will heal. You need to be patient with yourself. What is this disappointment about with the Four of Wands? The Hanging Man. What you've sacrificed for others, for a family, for a marriage, for a commitment, what you've sacrificed, you feel as though you did not, you were not appreciated, maybe it says here. Now the Hanging Man also is Pisces, which Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. So it can speak to love affairs, it can speak to some karma blockages, a major ending for you, feeling as though recently you've gone through a major ending, possibly also because we see the Hanging Man, he's losing so much money here. So some of you have invested, you've sacrificed a lot for this Four of Wands, for this marriage, for this family, for this business. That could be connected to the disappointment. Let's see what that Nine of Wands, Nine of Cups, holds. You've got the Six of Wands here. Now, of course, Six of Wands could be the Leo energy again, but this is success, recognition. I want to see with the, what I'm getting here is that you've got another chance to revisit a past situation that maybe this time round will you will succeed. Because remember, I'm not reading reversals, and the Three of Swords maybe where you're revisiting some sort of disappointment from the past, but this time you've got the green light. Let's take one more on that Three of Swords, and we've got the Lovers. That's interesting. And I'm trying not to make these readings love readings, but we've got the Lovers, we've got the Two of Cups. My goodness, dear Aquarius, it looks like it does speak very strongly to love. Now, Gemini and the Lovers, remember, is a blessed union, but remember, it's all about choices. It's third parties. It's someone that needs to make a decision. And yes, with the Six of Wands, you could be dealing with someone that is someone that's quite successful, or someone that is very fixated on succeeding. There could also be ego here. So yes, this could speak to possible second chances at happiness, at a love union, at a business relationship as well. The Six of Wands is what's crowning you and what's on your mind. There's like fixated energies here. I'm going to succeed, whether it's the last thing I do. And Spirit is saying to be fair. Maybe there's fairness now and there's justice this time. Let's look at that Six of Swords. A Two of Wands, which shows you how to get to that serenity. It's like maybe also a decision that you've made or that you're making. There are opportunities, as it's like the portal opens for you, and there it is. My goodness. There it is, a new beginning. Ace of Cups. I'm going to say here, I don't know if some of you have felt very lucky in the past, possibly very lucky in the past, having connected to someone. I don't know if there was physical distance, you come from different backgrounds, possibly. And then if we look at it, if we look at the recent past position, someone needed to sacrifice because of a family unit, and maybe this was a love affair, a secret love affair with someone that was in another relationship, another marriage. So you haven't been able to create. Remember, the King of Wands, he chases what he desires. there's been disappointments, or there's like a memory of past disappointments. And the King of Wands, remember, comes after the Knight of Wands, which says that there's been physical distance, or you've been dealing with someone that comes from a different part of the world, or you needed to put your desires behind and do what was right for the family, for a marriage, for a child. Here I feel as though now it's like a different story. Similarities, there's similarities or connection to the past, but it's like a brand new day and a new story unfolds here. Which the mature woman, she needs to be patient, just like what Temperance says. She needed to mature, she needed to be humbled, she needed to wait for that sudden wealth. She needed to wait for those signs and synchronicities, that green light, that now there is opportunities, there are opportunities. And someone may have been going through divorce, possibly. I mean, here is the opportunity to leave the Five of Swords and to move towards peace, to find your fairness, to find the person that is right for you. Eight of Swords, your perception of blockages. The Lovers is a head of a heart decision. It's a blessed union. And it's a decision that someone needed to make. Now remember, Gemini is where Mars has been retrograding, dear Aquarius. So there's been frustration, dealings with the past, not being able to move forward. There's been aggression, there's been anger, there's been all these things. The inability to decide, to communicate, we've all been going through some sort of a learning cycle, right? But we see the potential for this Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups, which again, there's 3 cups. So possible reconciliation, or just possibly, if not reconciliation, then this is the new beginning and the agreement. Even though the Ace of Cups, in this deck, I see it as lots of tears, tears of sadness, tears of happiness. And remember, the mature woman, she waits. She's patient. She's been humbled. She's learned some sort of a lesson. And the community also reminds me of collaboration. Now, maybe that with the wheel of fate turning, someone is left out in the cold here with the bad health, or someone had issues, or they were challenged emotionally to move towards what made them feel wealthy and happy and lucky. So there were challenges after this wheel of fate, after fated events started to play out, because this card can also speak to some sort of an ending, which wasn't easy for you, which isn't easy for you. But sudden wealth is a number 11. Again, the portal. And the mature woman is a 6, and 6 does speak to balance. All right, so I will leave it there. We will be taking more cards. As I said, we're looking into love more. I'm wishing you well, dear Aquarius. Okay, this could be past loves coming back, people that you haven't been able to connect with, returning, or maybe that you're sort of at the end of the hardships here, at the end of that big examination, that big test. And remember that Saturn, as he will leave early March, he will leave your sign, he will give you those huge rewards. You will be rewarded greatly, as Saturn does give. He gives stability. He proves to be a very important omen for very important life changes happening for you, now in February and up until early March. So it's you're transitioning through a very important time in your life. Okay? I'm wishing you well. Love and light. And thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I hope that this resonated with you. If not, connect with me next month for more messages. Love to you, dear Aquarius. Ta-da. Hello, dear Pisces, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for joining me here for your February of 2023 general and love reading. We will be extending on love, so you can get the links beneath this video if this resonates for you. It is the month of Valentine's Day, so love is very important in the month of February. It's almost your birthday, and for some of you it is your birthday, those of you that are born in the first few days of the Pisces season. So happy birthday to you. For most of you Pisces, it's going to be a really incredible shift. March is going to be a very, very important month. We'll be talking about it, so do make sure that you're with us, you're subscribed. There's a lot of planetary significance in March of 2023, and that's on your birthday. So this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and North Node. So if you're familiar with your planetary placements in your birth chart, then you can, let's say, for example, if your Venus is not in Pisces, for matters of love and finances and peace, things that you love, check out the sign that your Venus is placed in. That's just an example. So, dear Spirit, please guide me. Pisces, at the beginning of February, Venus is in your sign, so you're looking very beautiful. It is a good time to do any cosmetic surgery if you're wanting to. All planets are direct now, so it is a time of love and nurturing, and that could be what is asked of you, to love and nurture the others in your life. So let's see what is coming through for Pisces, our beloved Piscean, a sacrificing people. Let's see what shows up for February for you. Nine of Pentacles, singlehood, standing on your own. You're in the Garden of Eden. Okay, but there's a sense of solitude or loneliness, or maybe even responsibility. We know that she knows that she's worthy of feeling abundant, of being financially and emotionally abundant, but there's something missing here. There's something missing. What's on your mind, Pisces? The Queen of Swords. You need the truth, you need justice, you need information, you need communication, you need the truth. Right, Queen of Swords could be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. You're thinking of some sort of communication. Could be anything to do with legalities as well, possibly. Where are you coming from in the past? Page of Wands, which is a messenger. It's a message of enthusiasm. It's a minor arcana of the Fool card. So wanting to take a leap of faith into something that you desired, unless you're dealing with naivety, someone that's quite naive, someone that's quite trusting, someone that, I mean, this is a card of wanting to take a journey, explore, expand. It's something that you're wanting to create, that you desire to create nevertheless. So it's interesting because it's like Aries, Libra energy. Maybe it's got to do with your money, finances. And remember, I'm not reading reversals. Some of you may be hoping or possibly going through separation or some sort of legalities, and it's going to have something to do with your money, or this is a new journey that's sort of opened up. Some of you have taken a leap of faith into something which has put you in a position of needing to be the person in charge of your own life, and possibly also you could be the go-to person. Maybe you're hoping on some sort of a decision, some sort of a I don't know why I get the word demands, waiting on communication about some sort of demands. We know the Queen of Swords speaks truthfully. Yes, she can have a very intelligent mind, but because she's Libra, Libra is all about fairness and balance and partnerships. Recent past, Three of Cups, and possible outcome, we've got the Knight of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, Pisces, is the Death card. Wow. And there's the Queen of Pentacles, which is very similar to the Nine of Pentacles for me. Queen of Pentacles, someone very grounded, very dependable, someone that looks into their money. She's a mother. She's got the experience under her belt. She provides for others. But the Death card is some sort of a change, some sort of a... you've been dealing with karma. I mean, Scorpio is where the South Node is. So it's like you're sort of going through some sort of a karmic purge or an ending. Maybe a 2-year, roughly a 1.5 year cycle. Ooh, 5 of Swords. A lot of competitive energies, a lot of hardships, hard words. Remember, Queen of Pentacles could be a Virgo, Capricorn, or a Taurus. Why do I get that this is you? You're needing to be grounded, or you've been grounded. You've been humbled. And we've got the Nine of Pentacles. It's like detaching from some responsibilities. And it's as though you've sort of taken a leap of faith and you're the person that calls the shots within your own life now. And you may be cutting people away that were not supporting you, or that did not return the support that you gave them. 3 of Wands is like turning your back on trouble. You've been waiting on your ships to come in, but you're going through some sort of a transition and a death process here for sure. We've got the 3 of Cups in the recent past, which could be third parties, other people, going out and having a drink, the single life. Possibly some of you may have also connected with a Knight of Cups. We do see a romantic offer here. Could also be a creative offer. Knight of Cups could be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Could this be someone that is becoming single? Someone that has been hurt in the past? We'll see. Let's see what's going on. Remember, the Death card is Scorpio, and it speaks to a death and a metamorphosis, but Scorpio is also intimacy, emotional and physical. Fear of intimacy here. Emotional or physical intimacy, fear. But needing also to shed fears to move forward towards your future, dear Pisces. And again, you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Let's take the message, please, Spirit. Thank you for your advice for Pisces in the month of February. As the Sun is transiting their 12th house, so things going on behind your back. It's like you're seeing things that need to close up, to end, some sort of karma that you're needing to end in the month of February. Go the distance. You're almost at the finish line, Pisces. There's going to be a brand new story. Brand new story unfolds for you, but you need to end this story. March is going to be a very significant month, as I said. You're almost there. I believe that in March you may be grounded. You're going to feel the shift surely. Those rose-colored glasses are going to come off, and also where you've sacrificed too much for others, you're going to sort of block them. You're going to ask that they prove their love. What you've given, it's like you're putting people to the test, that they can now support you. That's what I'm getting here. Support, whether it's financial, emotional, whatever it is. Let's take some of the Kippa Oracle here and see what's going on for Pisces, please, Spirit. Pisces in February, before we take another layer of cards here. I feel as though you've been like, you're going to start, and this is what's on your mind, you're going to be the Queen of Swords. You're not going to be the Hanging Man anymore for others. We've got the Child. We've got the Message. And we've got the main female here, and community. We've got poverty. See, no support from others. The community should be a support system, and I feel that mostly for most of you, you are the main female, but there's a new opening here with a child. The child can speak to happiness or a new cycle or an actual child. There's some sort of a communication or a message or a possible new contract, communication. And another support system, possibly, which could be this Knight of Cups. Now, I don't know if this is a friend or a love connection. With a poverty card, which is generally, with this deck, the general energy, it's like the Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold, financially not happy, emotionally not happy. Some of you could be going through issues, some legalities, some money, I don't know, that's been kept from you. Some new beginning that's been kept from you. Support that's been kept from you. Let's see what's beneath the poverty. And there's despair, not hiring, no openings here. So again, of course, this could speak to issues where work is concerned. Remember the Death card. The Death card is a process and it takes time. And I feel here where you've been offering support and the support has not been returned to you. I feel that that's why you're showing up as the Queen of Swords, unless you're dealing with some legalities. Now, we do have the Queen of Swords, which we know she's a divorcee. She could be a widow, but she could also be someone who needs to be in a fair and just relationship, whether it's family, whether it's business, whatever it is. Let's take another layer and see. Wow, we've got the Chariot beneath the Three of Wands, which the Chariot is all about decisions, a house move, a change of residence, turning your back on hardships or a hard chapter in your life. Let's see. What is the death card about? That's what I want to look at firstly. What is the death card? We have the Justice, see? The Justice card, which speaks to fairness, justice, balance. It is a portal that opens. It speaks to the Libran energy. Libra is relationships, partnerships, equal giving and receiving, but it's also karmic justice. You're needing to purge and end a cycle from the past so that you could find your justice. You've been going the distance, you've been running, you've been challenged. You're almost there, dear Pisces, almost there. Let's see what this Nine of Pentacles is about. We have the Wheel of Fortune, fortunate changes, endings, divine timing, separation, clearing your life out, having the truth. The Wheel of Fortune is the wheel of fate, and it is an ending. It is truth. It is justice. It is that you're ready to go on a journey to explore the world. Something is coming to light for you, and we know that the wheel turns many times in our favor and other times against us. And I feel here because the go the distance is you're almost at the finish line. You've done the hard work already. I want to read the go the distance just for a moment. 47, which also equals an 11. 47. To bring your dream to life, you must think long-term and pay no attention to the fluctuations in the current of your experience. Joy and disappointment commingle with opportunities, so there is no need to fear the occasional obstacle. Life is not a sprint. This card is a reminder that you have endurance, strength, and fortitude to carry you all the way. Remain true to yourself. Your authenticity alone will keep you in alignment with the energy of miracles. What is yours will never be withheld from you. Remember what I was saying before. Your money withheld, held back. Everything has been, you've been challenged greatly. But these changes, divine timing is ahead of you. Remember that what is yours will never be withheld from you. So karmic justice is playing out here. Let's see what this leap of faith from the past has brought you. This message of excitement, this possible new cycle, but there was free will here. Remember, it's a minor arcana, the Page of Wands. It's not a major arcana. It's not the Fool. Yeah. We've got the Four of Pentacles, which is like holding back. You've made a choice not to celebrate. You've got things that you're dealing with, issues that you've been dealing with. I mean, the Four of Pentacles is the miser card, right? It's financial poverty, just like we see here. What is the Three of Cups, please, Spirit? Recent past with the Three of Cups. We've got the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. A lot of anxiety, sleepless nights, connected to third parties, happiness. Eight of Pentacles is like putting your head down and working, and I see you only stressing and working and trying to, it's like you're focusing on things, putting in effort. You've got the Eight and the Nine of Pentacles here. It's like you're almost at the end, close to this possible celebration, but you're still dealing with issues here. Remember, she holds that Ace of Swords. It's the sword of reckoning. It's a double-edged sword. It cuts both ways. Some of you have been cutting people and situations from your life. You've been like clearing out those who were not supportive of you when you needed their support. What's the Queen of Swords? We've got the Empress. The Empress, remember, is the mother. Some of you are mothers, but your truth, standing in your truth and going through that reckoning or those challenges will possibly put you in the position of the Empress, which says you've been very patient. You can receive the harvest. Your luck is changing here. Right? Remember, the Empress is also, she needs to be patient. It's like you've been working and you're hoping to receive the harvest, but you're still going through changes. We did have the Queen of Pentacles, which is the minor arcana of the Empress. But remember that she was under the Death card. So we know that the Empress is all about desire. She attracts. She's very, she's beautiful. She's creative. She's got the ability to create things in her life that give her value, that will make her feel like she's sitting in abundance. She's sitting in peace. Let's take one more on the Empress there. And we've got the Eight of Cups. So emotionally, some of you are just checking out. You're ready to take those next steps. You're looking for the Two of Cups. You're looking for someone to understand you, to be your other half, right? And I don't know if when you clear out your life, when you emotionally detach from where you have been, where you haven't been reaping the harvest, where you haven't felt abundant, where you haven't felt loved, this could be what will start off this change. Now, I'm going to say also that if you're going through any sort of legalities, it could be connected to something that you've created, anything to do with your abundance as well. Way too many cards. The Devil is here. Let's take the Devil. The Devil does speak to blockages and karma. Remember how I said that Saturn will be entering your sign, which will put you in a position of power. Now, the Devil does speak to addictions, does speak to fears, does speak to blockages and karma, and a strong sexual connection. Anything to do with unhealthy relationships as well, unless you're dealing with a Capricorn, someone who holds a position of power. This card could be a very controlling card as well. Or this is saying that, because we know that the Knight of Cups is not someone that is certain about moving forward. He could get cold feet. So there's possibly an offer coming in that someone feared making. Remember, this is Scorpio, and Scorpio is always about secrecy, about a strong sexual connection, but also speaks to poison and elixir, right? Scorpio is like this snake. It's the Garden of Eden. It's something that is unhealthy. Skeletons in the closet is Scorpio. Mysticism, secrecy. The Devil is Saturn, and Saturn can speak to blockages and also timing. Maybe the timing was not right. Let's take one more on the Devil and the Knight of Cups. I'm wondering if you've been dealing with someone else that was blocked. Someone else that was blocked because of obligations, restrictions, timing. This Knight of Cups may be the right time. Could be now. There's news, there's information, and there's support here. Let's take one more. And we've got the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands puts you in a position of power. Sevens are difficult terms, of course. I don't know if this is a timing card. 7 weeks, 7 months. I mean, remember that the Seven of Wands comes after the Six of Wands, which is someone that possibly can be very, and again, Leo comes up with that Six of Wands, some sort of ego or success or recognition, but then another difficult turn here. Seven of Wands is like dealing with a lot of obstacles, but we know that this person has the upper hand. This is also like blocking. He's blocking the ability for this Knight of Cups to come in. It's like being in denial. Let's take one more. But we've got the World card, which this is the ending of this difficult journey. The World card does speak to success and accomplishment, and it is a Saturnian card. And I truly believe that there will be much change for you, as, remember, these are the 4 fixed signs. And fixed signs are fixated energies, heavy energies, a lack of change, being stuck within a cycle. See the cycles here? This is it. This karmic cycle ends, my dear Pisces. You need to, and you're put in a position of power, as I said earlier. So you can create what it is that you love. And there can be very strong emotional times ahead of you. Okay? What's at the bottom here? And we've got the 10 of Wands, coming to the end of the burden. Queen of Cups, nurturing, loving, open. And Queen of Cups, remember, is very motherly and very intuitive. Trust your intuition, that the heaviness that you've been carrying, right? The heaviness. There's an ending to that. Heaviness where matters pertaining to love and the ability to create and an emotional, tranquil environment come to an end. Queen of Cups, again, very Piscean, very Piscean. Because we know that she sacrifices. And this is you, dear Pisces. Remember what I said, your sacrifices, you are cutting people away that did not sacrifice, did not return what you did for them. And this will sort of open up new possibilities here. You're keeping the support system and you're letting go of something that's come to an end. Remember the Scorpio card, the death card here. All right, I think I will leave it there. We will expand on love, my dears. Okay, we'll be looking at the Mystic Moon Oracles and the Romance Angels, and as well as that, some more. We'll take a few more cards and also this Love Oracle. So, love and light, thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. Thank you, dear Pisces. Namaste, and hold on to your hats. Big new beginnings around the corner. Love you so. Talk soon.